Okay, it's called emotion. I'm a wasp in the bottle of the chamber of rap, lost in the bottom of this deep seam of shame that I tap. Same old crap as I tussle with this future fossil of a tame old man. Is it love or life, the fear of death, the need to confess in this screed of the blessed? Is it the need to be freed from the flesh or just a vestige of the cess? Is it the anger? Is it the wrath? Is it the chaturanga or the eightfold noble path? Man, you don't know the half. You don't know the graft, and it's cruel to ask because I must have been through 40 drafts, and just when I think it's finished, it all falls apart, and now I'm left with what feels like a faulty task, and now I feel like a punk and I'm sort of daft. So hip-hop's not a sport, it's meant to be a craft, and it's not plug and play straight out the carton. I know exactly what it's meant to me because I turn to it when I get disheartened, because it gives me the intensity to fend off endless entropy and be open-hearted, because I can tend towards the fantasy and art, and I guess it's encoded in my ventrium striatum. I used to be a sort of a moody cloud and keep my feelings down and be truly cowed, and then I used to grab the lube and pound. I can't do that now. I have to self-soothe aloud because now I know that my fears are allowed. I can show you these tears of a clown because it's only when I dare to remove the shroud that I can move myself and maybe move the crowd. So most morning occasions, I sit in meditation. That's the elation. That's my devotion. That's my vocation, honoring these waves of emotion that arise and pass away like the waves of the ocean. And it's only these strange notions that help me stave off the moroseness, because you act as if I was a Freemason, and it's not kosher, but it's more like free basing, because I keep lacing this track with what life you have to keep facing, because life doesn't unfold like the pages of a glossy brochure. So whether feelings are likable or loathsome, I'm never complacent, whether in rapture, infatuation, or out of focus. I'll keep emoting until I'm doting and keep the respiration nascent and precocious, and stay unfazed in the mire like a lotus in mindful osmosis, and transcend death's rattle and roll with this breath control, me and the beat in joyful symbiosis. And it's only when the beat hits I know what I'm feeling. Layers of denial, delusion, I'm peeling what I've been keeping pent up, concealed, self-deceiving. It's hip-hop therapy, man. It's healing. It's like saying a prayer without the kneeling. It's like going up in the air without the glass ceiling. Man, it's massively relieving, being positive and passionate like I'm asif and annealing. Yes, I concede it. When it's hungry, I've got to feed it because I need it. Nothing heinous, it's healthy, it's Ayurvedic. It goes all the way back to the Psalms, Surahs, and the Vedas. For the pious and the meek, the heathen, that's how I treat it. When I hear the call, I heed it. I mean this, I bleat this, I plead this like geeks did on the heath did, answered. So when I'm seething, I'm weeping, I'm circular breathing, I'm heaving a fight aside these mealy-mouthed Egypts, because I seize it as I feel it. I feel it because I fear it might be forfeited. So when depleted, I simply rewind, replete it, replenish, replete it. Never Snapchat, delete it. I beseech it, I preach it like Chester P did, even though my knees are rapping, even though my knees are creaking as a rapper, I'm still teething. I'm on a steed inside, I'm leaping, I'm reaching my peaking like sleeping with a butter peak and bleak, and she's slow, sleek, I breed it. Man, I fucking breed it. Man, I fucking bleed it. My abilities flow through my capillaries and these arteries. That's why it's so hard to see that it's a part of me. I might not be blowing up, but I feel like a martyr sea. So I lie down by the Bodhi tree like Siddhartha Ji. It's just the balm for me to calm all this volatility in my amygdala sea, and the serotonin and dopamine that I've been loaned since I've been with my ex on the phone, feeling squeamish and prone with the pain and the dole of a Nina Simone. When I know my self-esteem I disown, danger unseen like a drone, with its infrared beam, with its bead on infrared bead, with its beam on my own. I can't be on my own, because then the loneliness haunts and feeds on my own. Sometimes life doesn't seem so fair, because those that care don't get it, those that get it don't care. I'm looking for a girl who's soft like mohair, with the kindness and depth that nowadays seems so rare. Perhaps I failed the lesson. Sometimes I want to bail the session and return to the essence before I have to face essence. I know I don't want to talk about it, like male depression. But this is my pharmacist. Come on, what harm is this? Me and the mic, clenched in a harmless kiss. Clenched, I haven't finished, sorry. Clenched in a harmless kiss. A namaste and make a palm like this. Yeah, I guess this is Dalai Lama shit. And at times like this, I'm hard to miss. You find me listening to Brahms and Liszt, but now I plant my fist, because us narcissists become Spartacists. In this war of art, there's no armistice. And even though I'm no virgin at splurging my truth, I've learned through the requiems and dirges and through the experience of urchins that when I delve beneath the surface, spread up this sad surfing, I can stay on the verge of my urges and even take a curveball and serve it. When I grab my inner absurdist and unfurl it like a whirling dervish, I'm doing service because I... Thank you.
Woo! Woo! Wow! That was amazing.
Great.
Woo!
Absolutely amazing, man.
Glad you liked it.
Oh.
Glad you liked it.
Chris, could I ask you a question?